Hello, welcome to the Collegewise Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us today. Have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. If your question is for a specific presenter or school, just make sure you name the school in your question so they know it's for them. Your cameras and microphones are all off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So just sit back, relax, and absorb the great information you're going to get over the next 45 minutes. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at the same website where you registered, strivescan.com/collegewise. We're in session F2. If I can get the menu to go away here, you can see that at the bottom middle part of the screen. Those are the 6 schools that will be presenting during our session today and the order of their presentations. So I will now step out of the way and turn it over to our first presentation from the representative from Vanguard University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are. I will be talking a little bit about who Vanguard University is. And to first start out, we are located in Costa Mesa, California. So if you are not too familiar with Vanguard or Costa Mesa, we're directly across the street from the Orange County Fairgrounds, 4.6 miles to Newport Beach, or about 20 minutes to Disneyland, to give you a little bit more context as to where Vanguard is located. We are celebrating our 100th anniversary this year, and we are so excited to be celebrating that anniversary. A little known fact about Vanguard is we were the first 4-year university in Orange County, and we were here before Disneyland was. And so we are so excited to have both of those facts and information here. But with celebrating 100 years, we do have the WA Student Center that we just opened this past year, which has a brand new coffee shop, cafeteria, open air seating, a fitness center, and it's really the main central point on campus. So here at Vanguard, one of the biggest pieces of who we are, we're a smaller private Christian university of 1,700 students. And being a university of 1,700 students, we do have an average class size of 21 students. And for every 16 students that we have 1 faculty member. So we are a much smaller university with 39 different degree programs that we offer. So some of our top majors would be our biology, kinesiology, business, psychology, and communication. We also have a nursing program. We have a 4-year integrated teaching credential where you can get your bachelor's degree in teaching credential in 4 years. So we have a lot of different programs for our students. And so here at Vanguard, another part of who we are, we do have a very strong spiritual climate. And so being a private Christian university, we do offer 100 chapels per semester. And we expect students to attend 30 of those chapels per semester. So the chapels can be a wide range of what we offer. And we do have 5 theology classes that students would be expected to take throughout their 4 years for any of the 39 different programs that we offer. And although we are a smaller private Christian university of 1,700 students, we do have 125 different ways for you to get involved between our intramural sports teams and our campus clubs. So if you want to play on one of our basketball or volleyball or soccer intramural games or teams, you can do that. Or if you're interested in getting involved in one of our academic-based clubs, like our Teachers of Tomorrow, our Pre-Law Club, our First Generation Club for our first generation students, or if you want to be involved in one of our interest-based clubs like our hiking or surfing club, or one of our cultural clubs like our Black Student Union, Asian Pacific Islander Club, or El Puente, we have so many different ways for our students to get involved in Vanguard University. Now, we do offer 18 different athletic sports, or athletic opportunities for our students, and all 18 sports offer scholarships that can be stacked on top of your academic scholarship. So if you're interested in any of these sports, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to our athletics coaches and just let them know you're interested in being a student athlete here on campus and earning an academic scholarship. Now here at Vanguard, we do have an application through our own specific website. So it's vanguard.edu/apply now. We typically have a $45 application fee, though for those of you attending this event, on the last slide, I'll give you an application discount code so you do not have to pay for the application fee. We also require a Christian experience statement for a student to submit to complete their application, which talks a little bit about who you are and why you are interested in attending Vanguard for the fall semester as a Christian faith-based university that integrates faith into learning in all that we do. Now, the next piece is we do require official transcripts from our students. So submitting a transcript, and we look at your 10th and 11th grade GPA. So we are not looking at student senior year GPA to determine your academic scholarship. And for the SAT or ACT, a little bit of updated information. If you are a pre-nursing applicant and you have below a 3.0, we require an SAT or ACT. If you have above a 3.0, we do not require an SAT or ACT. And for our athletes, we are requiring SAT and ACTs at this point, just because the NAIA, which is our governing body, requires it as well. Other than that, if you're not a pre-nursing student or interested in an athletics team, or if you want the Presidential Centennial Scholarship, you do not need the SAT or ACT score to be submitted to Vanguard. Now, speaking in terms of financial aid, Vanguard is a very affordable private Christian university, and we were recently ranked number 4 in the US News and World Report for the most students receiving merit aid category. So Vanguard is receiving national recognition for the affordability of our education as a private university, with 98% of our students receiving financial aid. And so to go back just one slide here, our preferred minimum GPA is a 2.7 GPA for our students. And again, that's 10th and 11th grade that we look for a 2.7. And if you did take the SAT or ACT, we also look for a 990 SAT or ACT. But again, back to the financial aid and affordability, but does anyone have any questions at this point? Otherwise, feel free to contact us at admissions@vanguard.edu. And if you are interested in a free application and receiving a free application, feel free to fill out the link at the very bottom of the page, vanguard.edu/tellmemore. Otherwise, I do look forward to answering any questions that come my way. And Russ, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much. And want to reiterate that you can use the Q&A button at any time to ask questions of our presenters. If it is for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Chapman University.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly share my screen with you all. Hopefully you can see it now. So we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Sadie Reeves. I'm an assistant director of admission here at Chapman University, also a Chapman alum. So I have to say I'm a little biased, but it's one of my favorite places on earth. So to get started today, I do want to let you know that Chapman is a mid-sized liberal arts institution located in the heart of Orange County, right between LA and San Diego. I'm going to give you a little bit of facts about our campus. We've got just under 8,000 students in our undergraduate population, with just about 2,400 graduate students and law students as well. We have amazing pre-professional degrees that will lead you into graduate school once you're done with a bachelor's degree on our campus. We've got about an average class size of 24 students with a really personalized educational experience. And you're going to find over 52 different majors and 72 minors that we encourage you to study interdisciplinary. We want you to mix and match that education as much as possible to fit your interests and your passions. Finally, on the bottom left, you're going to see that we've got about 48 states represented, 4 territories, and 79 countries. Our admission team travels the entire world to bring students to campus that have found their perfect match at Chapman. And you'll see about 53% of our students will study abroad in some way, whether that's a full semester abroad or maybe even going abroad for about a travel course, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So like I mentioned, we're located in the heart of Orange County. You can see where we are in relation to Disneyland. It says 12 minutes. That probably even includes parking, if I'm being honest. We're very lucky to have entertainment right in our own backyard. Beaches are about 20 minutes from us, and the hiking and mountains and skiing are about an hour from us. When we are located between LA and San Diego, we're just about an hour from LA, maybe an hour and a half from San Diego, but sunny skies nonetheless. A little bit of fires right now, which we're not too comfortable with, but hoping our colleagues are safe and sound as well. As you can see, I mentioned where we're located, right? In the heart of Orange County, there's a ton of hustle and bustle right around us. These are just a few examples of where our students have interned or received job offers in the last couple of years. And we encourage our alumni that we have, as well as our parents, staff, and faculty, and their connections to really think Chapman first. We've got over 80,000 different businesses in our backyard, and that goes from Fortune 500 companies, headquarters, to startups. There's always going to be something available for a Chapman student, and our name is extremely recognizable, especially in our own backyard. So moving on from that as well, I do want to mention the campus expansion. If you were to come to visit our campus right now, you've noticed that we're in a really quiet suburban town with hustle and bustle right around us. Takes about 10 minutes to get to Angel Stadium, maybe about 10 minutes to get to the Honda Center where Beyonce and Ariana Grande visit as much as possible. You'll see that the Keck Center is at the top left. We've got over 140,000 square feet of science and engineering maker spaces and research labs in this building, as well as down below, you'll see the K, which is new university housing for us. Stainless steel appliances, awesome, awesome facility that is probably better than where I'm living right now. So we definitely spoil our students and keep them safe and sound. Now moving on to our majors and programs. We are most notably known for film production, biological sciences, business administration, communication, and psychology. So like I said, we kind of cover the gamut of majors and minors, and we encourage our students to study across disciplines. You're going to have a very general education when you come here that you can really hone in on and make your own. So no two students, even if they have the same major and minor, will have the exact same experience because of our general education system and the options that you have to mix and match. Now, apart from that, of course, there's lots of fun to be had on our campus as well. You're going to see that we offer over 21 different Division III athletics teams, travel courses that take place over the month of January, which is our interterm session, already included in your fall tuition, that you don't actually have to pay any additional funds for. So you can take a travel course, go to the Galapagos Islands like my friends up at the top right are doing, or we also have opportunities for our students to stay active on campus. So down below, you can take our arts courses, which are in dance, hip hop, acting, or you can also be a part of different types of intramural clubs, student organizations. We have so many, over 180 in total, and about 36% of our students are involved in Greek life on campus. So that's a high percentage of a campus of our size. This is just a beautiful picture of campus that I wanted to show you today. At the very back, you'll see the A for Angel Stadium and the Honda Center, and the beautiful little mountains and Disneyland are covered by our building right now, but you can see them all as well from every rooftop. But this is an involvement fair that we have on campus every single year. Students are welcome to come out and join different clubs and organizations and really are able to balance those with their academics as well. Now we'll move on to some deadlines. I want to make sure you understand what we're going to ask of students. We are a member of the Common Application, so very easy for you to submit an application, but keep in mind that you might be applying for a major that requires a creative supplement. So anything that you see down below, the priority 4 majors, film production, screen acting, even our television writing and production areas, as well as dance, College of Performing Arts, all of those will require a creative supplement or portfolio of sorts, all listed on our website, and I'll make sure you get your questions answered today as well in the chat feature. So if you have anything, please feel free to toss it my way. Our first deadline is coming up on November 1st, once again, utilizing the Common Application. And then our next deadline is on January 15th. If you'd like a little bit more time to polish up that application and feel really confident with your experience. And finally, I do want to give you our admission contact information. Should you need anything once this session is over, please feel free to contact us. It's admit@chapman.edu. And thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. And I do want to repeat that if you have questions for any of our presenters, use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen, most likely, could be at the top, depending on where your menu is, but whatever it is, use the Q&A button to ask questions of our presenters. If it's for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Concordia University, Irvine.
Hi all, how are you doing today? I'm going to go ahead and screen share as well. Thank you for taking the time to join us this evening. It's been a pleasure to be able to do these events and get to meet some people from so many different places. So wherever you're coming from, thank you for being here today. Happy Tuesday to you. My name is Adam, Associate Director of Admissions at Concordia University, Irvine. As you can see, this is our beautiful campus behind me, as well as in this slide here. We are located in Southern California, Orange County as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move on through with the process. We were established in 1976, so we're a younger university, but we are still a great university. We are only about 1,500 undergraduate students, which is super special and unique to us and our size. And you just have such a great community and everything around you. Much like a lot of other college universities, that means that we are small classroom sizes where you get to know the professors, they get to know you. We know that Concordia is not the end all be all. After graduating, you got to go somewhere. You got to find a job. You need to get an internship. You need to apply to a graduate school, and we want to help you get there, whatever it takes. We're going to help you make sure you get the right classes at the right time and use our connections to get you to those next steps. So your average student to faculty ratio is 16:1. Once again, if you want to go to a school where you're in a classroom with 300 students in one classroom, no one ever asks you a question or call you out by name, Concordia is not the fit for you. But if you want someone to invest into you, ask you what your thoughts, dreams, and aspirations are, then go ahead and come and join us. We have over 140 different majors, minors, and programs available. Our top 5 majors, based on just size alone, not because any one is better than the other, are business, biology, psychology, liberal studies, which is for elementary teaching education, as well as kinesiology. You don't apply by major at Concordia, so if you apply to university and you're accepted, you are more than welcome to choose to go into any major you'd like to go into. Sample and choose different majors and classes within those fields so that you can get a feel for it and just see what you really want to get into. You can even double major and minor in multiple things if you'd like to. We are passionate about creating global learners and about having students just learn from not only our campus and our great professors, but people from around the world. So we have all different kinds of study abroad opportunities. If you ever have a chance to do it, highly encourage you to take advantage of it, no matter where you end up going to college. One of our most popular study abroad opportunities is our Around the World tour. You and 20-something other students with a couple of professors will literally travel to 10 to 11 different countries in a semester, doing classes in the most unique places, on the backs of camels in the Sahara Desert, floating down a boat in the Philippines, anywhere and everywhere that you can imagine and think of. At the end of that semester, you will have completed 18 units and earned your minor in global cultural studies. But we are also passionate about not letting this set you behind. We will make sure that you get the classes that you need to do to still graduate in 4 years so you can get out and go on with the next thing after Concordia. We are a private Christian university founded in the Lutheran faith, so it is a distinct part of who we are. You are not required to be a Christian by any means in order to attend the university. We don't have any kind of statement of faith, essay, or anything to submit. We have students from all different kinds of backgrounds on our university. We have chapel offerings, things that you are encouraged to attend, but not required, as well as Bible studies and different mission opportunities for you to check out. So if you have questions about it, the Lutheran education system is all over the world. It is one of the oldest and most well-founded education systems out there. We have different clubs and university opportunities to get involved on campus, from everything from intramural sports to business clubs to cultural clubs as well, in their co-curricular involvement through music, theater, and forensics, which is our speech and debate team. There are scholarships opportunities available through those 3 things as well, and I will go into that in a little bit more. Talking about those next steps, and now that you know about Concordia, you want to come to attend Concordia and you want to be a part of it, apply. We are part of the Common App, so if you want to apply one of the other great universities on this call, like Chapman, feel free to do it through the Common App, and we can go ahead and knock that out all at once, or also apply through our website, cui.edu/app. It is a free application, so there is no cost and harm to do it for you. We are test optional for the fall 21 semester and spring 22 semester for right now, and hopefully we'll continue that trend moving forward. And all I need to do in order to get you an admissions decision is receive a copy of your unofficial high school transcripts. So if you can download those from your student portal, take a screenshot, send those into us, we will get you an admissions decision as soon as possible and let you know what academic scholarship you qualify for. Scholarships and grants. We over $58 million in grants and scholarships every single year. 100% of our students receive some sort of financial aid, and not only financial aid, but gift aid, free money that you don't have to worry about paying back, scholarships and or grants. So 100% of our students receive some kind of help from the university in order to attend. We offer scholarships through athletics. We are part of the NCAA Division II. So there's 14 different sports programs on campus. If you're interested in learning more about that, go to cuieagles.com and reach out to the coaches directly. We also have scholarships through our co-curriculars, like I mentioned, music, theater, and our Christ College on campus. And then submit your FAFSA. Using that FAFSA information, we will let you know what federal, state, and institutional aid you might be eligible for on top of your academic scholarship. For this next year, scholarships for freshmen range between $10,000 to $19,000 per year for an automatic consideration in your academic scholarship. I will let you know, or your admissions counselor will let you know what that is by the time you're accepted. Transfer students, if there's any of you on the call or watching this later, we have transfer scholarships as well based off your cumulative college GPA. In addition to all that, we do have a competitive honors program where you can apply for a presidential honor scholarship or honor scholarship up to full tuition in scholarships from the university. So check out cui.edu/honors with questions about that. Take a screenshot of this page. This is the way to get in contact us. We would love to have you visit campus. We are welcoming visitors. Come check out our beautiful location where you can see our beautiful campus. If you're unable to visit in person, we have a great virtual tour as well as a hosted tour by one of our current student ambassadors. Set up a virtual appointment with your counselor. Send us an email. Please reach out. We would love to answer any questions or concerns that you may have. Applications are available now, and we are sending out admissions decisions. So apply, get that decision, check it off your list, and thank you so much for taking the time to hear from Concordia University Irvine today.
Thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone, if you have questions, use the Q&A button on your screen. If it is a question for a specific representative, make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from the University of Redlands.
Hi, everyone. I'll get started in sharing my screen and PowerPoint presentation. Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. My name is Jamie Groff, and I have the privilege of serving as the Senior Associate Director of Admissions at the University of Redlands. Like my colleagues, we are located in Southern California. We are a little bit further inland, so you can see the map there exactly where we are located. About an hour's drive will take you to a variety of different locations, whether that's up in the mountains where you will get some snow. About an hour south of us is Orange County, and about east of us is Palm Springs, and west is Los Angeles. So you have a lot of different opportunities there. Our average temperature is about 80 degrees. Today started to finally feel like fall, but on average we have about 80 degrees of temperature. One of our more popular organizations on campus is outdoor programs, and they truly take advantage of where we are located, providing a variety of trips all throughout the school year. So beautifully inland in Southern California. At the heart of our institution are our students. So we have a little over 2,400 students on our campus that come from a variety of places. Even though we have a smaller population, we like to say that we act like a much larger institution in terms of the resources that are offered to our students. For example, there are over 200 performances in the arts. We have over 120 clubs and organizations that you can be a part of. We have Division III athletics. It's really easy to start a club on campus, and they are still meeting even though we're fully virtual at this time. Studying abroad is something that is really popular for our students to do, and over half of our student population will do that over their time with us. We do not have a set list of where students can travel to, so truly, as long as it is safe and it pertains to your academic program, you are free to travel the globe. We do have our own campus in Salzburg, Austria that we've had for over 40 years, and it is our own campus in Europe. So on average, students that do that Salzburg program visit between 10 to 12 countries while they're there. We are actually nationally ranked for the percentage of students that study abroad, ranked 16th in the country. Community service is at the heart of our students, and we do require community service of our students over their 4 years. They have to complete 80 hours, but in any given year, we complete over 100,000 hours. Housing is guaranteed for all of our students as well. And so we like to say that there is learning that takes place in the classroom, but there is also a lot of learning that takes place outside of the classroom as well. And for our first year students, we do have themed halls. For example, Social Justice Hall on campus will put on programming throughout the entire campus community and also within that hall as well. Moving on to academics, we are a liberal arts college and we offer over 40 programs of study for our students. The lists that you see on the right will change as student interests change as well. So one of our newer programs is Health, Medicine, and Society, which looks at public health. We've also created some pathway programs as well, knowing that students are coming in to receive a bachelor's degree, but they want to know what that next step may look like. So we have a guaranteed admission program for our science students with Western University of Health Sciences for their pharmacy program, guaranteed admission to Keck Graduate School for public health. We have a 3-2 partnership program where you would study at the University of Redlands for 3 years and graduate with a physics degree, and then move on to Columbia University or Washington University and receive an engineering degree in 2 years in any of those fields. Chemical, mechanical, aeronautical, there are several engineering fields where you can complete that degree in 2 years. We also have the Education 4+1 program where students are able to receive a bachelor and a teaching credential in 4 years. And if they stay with us for an extra year, they also receive a master's degree. Our top programs are going to be global business, environmental science, the Johnston Center for Integrative Studies, where students are designing their own academic programs, and then our education program. Our average class size is between 18 to 20 students. We believe in a breadth and depth to a student's education, and that can look different for all of you, whether it's internships, studying abroad, research opportunities. Through all of our programs, you are guaranteed to graduate in 4 years. It is our Redlands promise. If for some reason you are not graduating in 4 years and it is something that we were responsible for, we pay for every course that it takes for you to graduate. Our calendar system is also unique. It's a 4-4-1 calendar. So you'll study 4 months in the fall, 4 months in the spring, and 1 month in May, which is our May term. It is optional, it is not required, but if you are on campus, it is included in your tuition. What you can do during May term is take a class, study abroad with faculty, and we have about 12 trips throughout the year, or you can do research as well. We are on the Common Application like my colleagues. Our first application deadline is coming up, which is November 15th for those who are applying early action or early decision. Our regular decision deadline is January 15th. What's important to note is that we are also test optional now and forever, so we are not needing an SAT or ACT score for admission or merit purposes. If you are submitting test scores, we do super score as well, and we will take self-reported test scores on your common application. Below, you see our average academic profile. That is where the middle 50% of our students came in at. So some students were admitted with a higher profile and some students were admitted with a lower profile. We are also transfer friendly, so you can transfer at any time. An AA or associate's degree or 60+ units are not required. Financial aid is really important for us to discuss as we are a private university. You are automatically considered for merit scholarships when you apply. Our range is anywhere from $18,000 to $31,000 annually, so that is a renewable scholarship that you can receive every year. Our average financial aid package is a little over $42,000. It's actually close to 94% of our students that receive financial aid every year. The only document that we require is the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. If you are a California student, qualify for the Cal Grant A and have at least a 3.5 GPA, we will pay for all of your tuition in grants and scholarships. So your cost of attending Redlands is going to be housing and eating on campus, and that can be covered through other financial resources as well. We have a variety of virtual activities that are taking place over the fall. Every Tuesday, we have Tour Tuesdays, and in fact, our global business faculty are taking over our Instagram handle as we speak. On Wednesdays, we have Redlands Confidential series, student panels, academic overviews. We just finished our first Cruising Through Redlands, which was a drive-through tour of our campus. The link that you see there takes you to all of the visit opportunities that are being done virtually. So we encourage you to attend those sessions. And we have our open house program taking place the week of November 2nd through the 6th. So we hope you can join us. Please do feel free to stay in touch with any questions that you may have. You may also use the email address provided there to request a fee waiver for the application. That is the number to our admissions office. We are on those phones daily. So even though we may not be in the office, we will certainly get back to you. Thanks so much for listening, and please do ask any questions in the Q&A, and I'm happy to help you.
Thank you very much. And I do want to reiterate, using the Q&A to ask questions of any of our representatives for a specific school, just make sure to name the school in your question. Up next, we will hear from San Diego State University.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Danielle Toglia, representing San Diego State University. It's good to be with you here tonight, and thanks so much for having me. San Diego State University boasts a beautiful, aesthetically Spanish-style influenced campus. On the campus itself, We have a pond, 2 outdoor swimming pools, a wonderful recreation center that we refer to as our ARC. We have numerous fields of play. We just broke ground for a brand new football field, in fact. We have suite style residence halls, over 20 eateries to choose from. There's a great variety in terms of food, including 3 Starbucks and a sit-down restaurant. Numerous classroom spaces, which are modern and full of technology, a LEED green engineering building, a blue light system, and all of this is within walking distance of about 25 minutes across the 280 acres of campus. It really is a very easy place to get around, and students enjoy the fact that they can easily roll out of bed from their residence hall and get to their classes, their activities, see their faculty members, and meet with friends, all within a few minutes. We are located in San Diego, California's 2nd largest city, which means really endless opportunities for students. 360 days of sunshine as well. We are 70 miles of coastline beaches, close to our downtown, with numerous accessibility to restaurants, shopping, wonderful and different eclectic neighborhoods, the beaches, the mountains, the deserts, hiking trails, biking trails, walking trails, and all accessible by our trolley. Our trolley is a wonderful form of public transportation, which allows our students access to, again, internship, research, service learning, all of the opportunities that exist in San Diego itself. The campus, the campus boasts, again, 30,000 undergraduate students. I know this seems like a large number, but 93% of our courses have less than 100 students enrolled. And our goal, obviously, as an undergraduate institution is for you to find relationships and build relationships with faculty, with advisors, with other students in a collaborative setting. So our goal is to keep these classes as small as possible over your experience. The 97 undergraduate majors sit across 7 academic schools of study. Our Fowler College of Business, we have 8 accredited engineering programs with a very large program in mechanical engineering. A School of Education, if you would like to teach elementary, secondary, or special education. A School of Health and Human Services with a direct admission nursing program. This is a program that you can only apply to from high school, so I do want to mention that. You cannot move into the nursing program as a current student, but this is the only program in which this exists, this case. Our Professional Studies and Fine Arts School, which includes programs like art, music, dance, and theater, as well as communications, so our general communications programs, our television, film, and media programs, criminal justice, which is one of our largest programs at the undergraduate level, hospitality and tourism, and public administration, as well as our School of Arts and Letters, and in addition to arts and letters, our schools of science. We have numerous pre-professional studies if you'd like to continue your studies after the undergraduate level. 202 actual majors if you include our graduate and PhD programs. So if you'd like to become a PA, a PT, an OT, if you're moving into medical school or law school, the ability for you to meet one-on-one with an academic advisor, to talk about your career opportunities, of course, to gain guidance on admission to those programs is all available at the undergraduate level. Excuse me. Our school is obviously one that is quite busy in terms of undergraduate research and career services. We want to be sure that students are, again, being challenged both in and out of the classroom, and they're able to apply what they're learning. So being in San Diego, near governmental agencies, healthcare facilities, nonprofit organizations, and many numerous businesses offer students the ability to do this. We also have over 300,000 Aztecs out there as alumni who are gainfully employed and acting as mentors for students who are looking to gain full-time employment. So we're constantly hosting job fairs and opportunities off of campus in order to help students succeed and to build a resume while still being at the undergraduate level. It's a busy place. San Diego State University has 350 student organizations, 46 Greek life organizations, and our student government runs a $20 million budget. This includes, of course, overseeing our student center, which is 5 stories high. It also includes our ARC, I mentioned, our recreation center, and the 2 outdoor swimming pools that exist on campus. So if you are interested in any type of leadership, I highly recommend getting involved in the student government or again, joining one of the numerous clubs or organizations that exist on the campus. SDSU also boasts 18 men's and women's Division I athletic programs, numerous intramural sports and clubs. If you're not interested in participating, of course, at a competitive level, then you may want to be one of our students who sits in the audience. We call that our show. And this group of students follows our athletes from place to place, from game to game, rooting them on. It's actually a really exciting place to be. And of course, tickets to all of our games on campus are free. So get them early. Housing is also available to students and actually required for the first 2 years that you are an undergraduate student at the university. These 2 years, we encourage students to obviously take advantage of living in a residence hall. That is a great way to build community, to build relationships, etc. So housing is required for 2 years. We also have some wonderful living and learning communities in which you can pursue an academic interest and bring those discussions into your classroom experience by participation. A great way, again, for you to show passion and to share that passion with other students. So I highly encourage you to think about those opportunities. As an institution that is not on the Common Application, SDSU has its own application at calstate.edu/apply. This application, because we are part of the California State University system, is a way to apply to any of the 23 undergraduate campuses. So please just be sure that you are applying to the correct campus. Our deadline date is December 4th. And this year in our admission process for seniors in high school, we will be test blind. So we will not be considering any type of SAT or ACT score. Please do not send your scores as they will not be added to the application review. We will, however, of course, be looking at all of your academic work in review. Our A through G requirements, the 15 requirements, include 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 2 years of social science, 2 years of lab science, 2 years of a foreign language, 1 year of a performing art, and 1 year of an elective. We will be looking at these academic courses for 9 through 12, and we will be computing your GPA in the 10th and 11th grade. So please keep this in mind in terms of your, again, application process by December 4th. We're a great value. We're rated a Forbes best value. So I encourage students to file the FAFSA as they're moving through their senior year now.
Danielle, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're about a minute and a half over on time. So if
Yep, and once admitted, you can go to our scholarship page for additional monies.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Do you have a contact information slide you want to throw up there while I remind people?
Sure.
There you go.
Thank you.
That they can use the Q&A button to ask questions. And I know some people have done that. So go ahead and make sure to name the school if you have a specific question or specific school in mind for a question. Up next, we will hear now from the representative from the University of California, Irvine.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone. Let me share my screen real quick. Alrighty, well, I'm so excited to be with you all tonight and join my Southern California colleagues. My name is Michelle Burns, and I'm an admissions counselor for UCI. University of California, Irvine is part of the UC system. We are a top 10 ranked public university within the country. We are a research university, and we have a lot of wonderful things to offer students. I first want to touch on a very important point, though, because, oops, my apologies. One of the important things to note is that we are not part of the Common Application like some of my other colleagues this evening. So you apply to the entire University of California system. You got some of that information up here, so feel free to take a picture of that. We do have application workshops that will extend throughout the month of November, so please feel free to visit our website to sign up for one of those. Some important notes, it's November 1st through November 30th is our only application timeline, and then we do not participate in early action or early decision. We will also not be using any test scores. UCI specifically will not use any test scores in our selection or review or scholarship process for the fall of 21 and fall 22 applicants. The UC system as a whole is test optional for the next 2 years. Now, on to some fun, great things about UCI. So first off, we are down in Southern California. Like I mentioned, like my other colleagues, we are just 10 minutes from the beach. We are the #1 school for beach lovers in the country. So we also have, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach, and Laguna Beach are all within 30 minutes of us. So our students definitely enjoy that wonderful Southern California lifestyle, getting out, hiking, biking, go to Disneyland, and all the wonderful things to explore in the area. We are also ranked as one of the safest cities in the country. So for those of you folks that might be thinking about going all the way across the country, your parents can be assured that we're a great place to be. At UCI, we have over 14 different schools and 85 majors and 75 minors. We really do encourage students to explore a wide variety of majors that we have available, though. We are very well known for our programs like pre-health. We do have a medical school and teaching hospital on our campus. We also attract a lot of students in the engineering and computer science programs as well, and a number of tech firms are in the area and startup companies that work specifically with our students in those fields. But in other areas, we are also a top 10 ranks criminology, law and society program, dance, and other programs across the board. If you don't know what you want to do yet, that's also totally fine. We definitely encourage you to apply in undeclared and then take a chance to explore some of the great interdisciplinary options we have available for you. This gives you an overview of our campus. We were designed in 1965, and when we were designed, they really took that interdisciplinary idea and made it into a physical manifestation on our campus. So Aldrich Park is right in the center there. It's a beautiful place to be able to walk through, see your friends from different schools and everything, and get to hang out. It also connects all of our different schools that you'll see there. So you'll get a chance to visit these throughout your time at UCI. We are a larger institution with around 30,000 undergrads and around 6,000 graduate and doctoral students, but it is a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio and average class size of around 25 to 30. While we might have some larger lecture classes, you're still going to get a chance to really know your professors very well and interact with them in a variety of ways, such as project-based learning and research opportunities as well. And that's something that I think really makes UCI special, is our opportunities for students both in and outside of the classroom. So we are a research university. 73% of our undergrads participate in research before they leave us. And then we also have other opportunities like our project-based learning programs within specific schools such as engineering and information and computer sciences. We also have students participate in national competitions like our Anteater Racing program that designs Formula One style electric and Baja racing style cars. And then we want students to take the opportunity to go ahead and participate in study abroad programs all around the world, or in our program that's in DC. It's our UC-DC program, where we share a dorm in DC with the other UC campuses, and students can spend a quarter there or a summer doing 1 or 2 classes while focusing on an internship. And that's for students across every different major. You don't have to be a poli-sci student to take advantage of that. Other programs, such as every major within our School of Social Ecology and Social Sciences, actually requires our students to do 100 hours of fieldwork before they leave us. So it's a guarantee that you're going to be hands-on learning about that field that you're going out into. The next thing I want to touch on is our diversity at UCI. We are a minority serving institution and really working to be a minority thriving institution. One of the things I love to see on our campus is our really active cultural centers. Not only do they provide a place for students to feel like they have a home, but also a great place to share out our cultures and learn from each other. So around the park and different days around Ring Road, which surrounds the park, you'll see different cultural share outs and celebrations of different holidays and traditions, which is really fun to see and learn from each other. And what school wouldn't be complete without a lot of great school spirit? So our mascot is Peter the Anteater. He was a write-in candidate that won as our school mascot in 1965. So definitely something that was student run from the beginning. And we do have Division I sports. We're in the Big West Conference. And we also have club sports and intramurals. For any of my gamers, we're one of the top esports programs in the country. And then our housing opportunities are available for students. In normal years, over 80% of our students live on campus. You can also get involved in some of our over 600 different clubs or student organizations, and then the concerts and the fun talent shows and festivals that we hold throughout the year. In closing, I'll just share this information for you since tonight I think we might be with a East Coast audience. If you are out of state, you can feel free to connect with us and learn more about the UC app since you might not be familiar with it. So go ahead and take a picture of that, and we can't wait to see you soon.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening and being part of this session. And when you close this window, you'll get a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at the same place you signed up for this session, which is strivescan.com/collegewise. Once again, I want to thank each of our presenters from each of the schools for joining us for this session tonight. I want to thank you all for attending. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a good evening.